We can all agree that Shark Tank is the most popular business-based show on TV. It is said that if you want your business to be successful, you should go on Shark Tank. The sharks are shown to be successful businessmen that wants to help others also become successful. But like all reality TV shows, what you see isn't always the truth. From tricky editing to some sharks just not telling the truth, here are some reasons why Shark Tank is a complete hoax. The investors often change the deal afterwards. The whole point of Shark Tank is to show the viewers what is involved in the entrepreneurs getting a deal. But even when a deal is made, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the deal that is offered. Simply put, the deals put forward on the show are not binding, and quite often entrepreneurs find that the terms are completely different when they finally have a contract in front of them to sign. One time, this actually worked out better for the entrepreneur, which was in a case of Teddy Needs a Bath in 2013. Nicole Townsend agreed on the show for an investment of $100,000 in exchange for 30% of her company, but following the show, she instead got a loan from Cuban to finance large purchase orders. This, according to Townsend, was exactly what the company needed, and they went on to flourish. Not all entrepreneurs are so lucky though, and are offered much tougher deals than they agreed to during recording. The Nubrella lawsuit. Not everyone who has appeared on the show is entirely happy with what happened next. In a lawsuit that was filed by one former Shark Tank entrepreneur, let the secret out of the bag about how much of the show is staged. Alan Kaufman entered the tank in 2010 with his product the Nubrella, a hands-free umbrella. He was offered an investment of $200,000, but he claims he never saw a penny of it. Once more, a follow-up episode that showed him signing a distribution deal was completely fabricated for the purpose of the TV show, and he claimed that being on Shark Tank very nearly ruined his company. For something that's claiming to be championing entrepreneurs and helping businesses, in this case, it certainly failed.
Thanks, Alan.
Okay. Alan,
Okay.
look forward to working with you.
It may seem at first that we are seeing everything on the show related to the deals that are made. Perhaps you'd expect some editing to keep things coherent, but in Shark Tank, the vast majority of each pitch doesn't get broadcasted. In fact, most of them last about an hour. They instead simply show the parts that they feel are the most interesting, and at most will include about 10 minutes of each pitch in the final edit. For a show that prides itself on teaching and encouraging entrepreneurial decisions, it's somewhat misleading to suggest that the deals can be made in a way that they presented. There's far more discussion about the financials and history of the company that take place, and it might even explain why some entrepreneurs show up completely unprepared for what they will face. If you are expecting a 10-minute pitch, in reality it takes an hour, it could take you completely off guard. The editing also means that the producers can show the stories how they want. If, for example, a hopeful entrepreneur stumbles for a minute within an hour-long pitch, that will often be the part that's focused on in the final edit completely. And that completely misrepresents how the majority of the pitch actually went.
My company is,
Some deals are made for good TV moments. We're led to believe that the deals that get made are because of their financial merit and that the sharks are there for one reason, to make money. There have been a number of occasions, though, when sharks have made deals for companies that they've shown no interest in, and they do this purely for feel-good television. In an interview, Mark Cuban once said, if it's a relatively small deal, let's say $50,000 or $70,000, a lot of money, but relatively small compared to some of the big ones we make, and if there's a kid or somebody that's a feel-good story, Damon hopes that nobody takes it and then he can go, dang it, wait a minute, I'm going out there to get them just as they're leaving. Of course, it's the shark's choice whether they invest their money, but the fact some deals are made purely for entertainment value makes you question any investment they actually make.
$50,000 for 30%.
Come on, of course.
Well, look at that.
Thank you so much. You will not.
I didn't want to let you walk out that door.
The entrepreneurs appear on other shows. Entrepreneurs on Shark Tank have spent their lives coming up with the perfect idea, working 24/7 to get their company off the ground into a place where they can pitch for investments. Well, that's what we're led to believe. Curiously though, some of them show up on other non-business related shows on television, and it raises questions about how legit they all are. Look at these two people, for example. One is pitching on Shark Tank, the other is auditioning on the X Factor. Apart from different colored hair, this is surely the same person. It's not uncommon for different shows to use the same actors or people, but for two reality competition shows to be doing it, it proves that at least some of what they're showing is completely fake. That will wrap up today's video, guys. Thank you for watching and we hope to see you next time.